Welcome back to another Hbar update. Thank you so much for the continued support. Keep going. Thank you for 9k subscribers onwards and upwards to 10k. And what I was actually sharing in the past Hbar update, if you do remember, was we needed to hold this important level. And there was a bounce. But what happened since the opening of this weekly candle, we initially had a market-wide flush. Nothing to do with Hbar. For the new people around here, this is not meaning that Hbar is bad, okay? Nothing wrong with Hbar. Essentially, what was going on down at this support, you can see it was actually turning into support here, here, and here. So people are entering longs because you can see with the wicks going down, there were attempts to push this lower, but ultimately the buyers were too strong. But that means that their liquidations are all below. So what happens is the market only moves by grabbing liquidity. So I had to tap into all of this, and that's what this flush out pretty much did. There was over 1 billion in longs liquidated this week on this move down. That was again market wide, not just Hbar. If you want to find out a bit more about that in a bit more detail, check my Bitcoin video out on the channel. Make sure you haven't already to please subscribe also and turn on that notification bell. But there was a loss of that support. No fear, because it's been reclaimed, and that's one of the most important things. I am currently on the 4-hour time frame, and already without zooming in into a lower time frame, I can already see this inverse head and shoulders pattern. If we were to zoom into another time frame, maybe you can see this a little bit clearer. I'll draw out the neckline. I'll show you the measured move, but essentially this would be your neckline over here. The measured target, you can be more conservative or more aggressive, but I would usually go from the head. I mean, this is not incorrect, but going from here back to the neckline, but I'd much prefer doing what I'm used to, which is go from the head to the neckline. And we can see on the break, it's calling for Hbar to get back to where it's dumped from every single time. This has been a level of previous resistance in the past. You can see it was reclaimed as support, then lost and confirmed as resistance, saw dump. The same thing over here, it tailed off. It got above it, but couldn't maintain it as support, eventually flipping into resistance and seeing the moving averages no longer hold. You can actually say it's the same, just upside down over here. This has then been reclaimed. Previous support was lost and then reclaimed and confirmed as support. We can see this better on higher time frames. But on the 4-hour, I want to see the moving averages maintained. I want to see this breakout maintained, so we don't want to lose the low that we just came from. So ultimately, if you were wanting to entering leveraged long positions, so essentially these people were correct with their bias, the leverage that they were using did not help because their liquidations all sat over here, and so pretty much just tap their liquidation. If too many people are entering longs once again, it could do it one more time to take out anyone that's longed from these locations with the liquidations down over there. So that's the only issue of too many people entering. However, what I would just say is that as long as Hbar stays above 27 cents, that it will have another go at breaking through 33 cents. But this time, I'm not expecting it to hold as resistance. I'd like for it to flip into support, for Hbar to continue to 45 cent, 44.8, 45 cent, let's round it up. 45 cent next for Hbar. So guys, not much more for me to add. Nice, short, sweet video. What I can do, another thing, I can place my fibs just to further show you. That's just the next step. There are going to be targets beyond that point. You can already see 50 cent and almost 55 cent. So exciting times ahead. This dip, again, doesn't mean that Hbar is rubbish. It's just a market-wide liquidation event, over 1 billion in long. So if you want to check more, find out more about that, head over to my Bitcoin update on the channel. But also, if you want daily content, check out the Twitter, check out the Discord. The links are down below in the pinned comment section. I'll see you over there. Cheers.